Hello, vitalfinds. This is a reply to responding to a generic peace video. I don't know if there was actually an original video that you were looking at that you were responding to, or you're just doing the peace and flower, making fun of what you thought somebody's saying. But anyway, here we go. So you asked some questions in it, and I'm trying to respond. Okay. You said, let's have peace. Then what do we do in Iraq? What do we do in the Middle East? We could stop invading other countries. We stop supporting dictators in the Middle East like the Saudis, and we stop supporting democratic nations that violate international law like Israel. That doesn't mean we need to invade those places, but we could stop supporting them if we were serious about democracy and peace. So that part's pretty easy. You said, did anyone say let's have peace when we were fighting the Nazis? Well, not every group that we attack is the same as the Nazis. Saddam Hussein did not have one of the largest armies in the world like Hitler did, and he was not invading other countries in 2003 or threatening to invade other countries. It's really apples and oranges to compare our invasion of Iran with our participation in World War II. If the United States invaded Canada next week, would you just say, well, it was worth fighting the Nazis, so it's worth fighting the Canadians too? You'd want to know what the Canadians did to deserve our invasions. So now here's the scary part. If you didn't agree that the Canadians did anything wrong worth invading them, then it would be your patriotic duty as an American to speak up about it and try to stop your government from doing something that you felt was wrong. I'm pretty sure if it was obvious enough, you would say, let's not attack Canada. But I'm sure we'd have a big 6-month or 2-year campaign about all those Canadians and their forestry. They're stealing our, I don't know, they're trying to corner the market on lumber. We've got to get them, and, oh, Harper, darn you, Harper. Okay, so anyway, you get the point. It doesn't have anything to do with flute music or flowers balanced on your head. If you read about the war and about what our politicians have said, and if you keep seeing ways that our politicians lied, or that you felt it looked like they lied, then you'd want to stop this war, even if World War II was fine and proper. Also, I got to note, when we were breaking into concentration camps in World War II, that was not the reason for the war. That was not, hey, let's go free the Jews in the concentration camps. People remember it as if we were doing some humanitarian action to save the Jews and to save the Brits and the French from the invading Germans. But if you look at the timeline, the Germans were doing lots of nasty things for 5 or 6 years or more, while Americans waited and argued. We didn't join the war until after the Germans declared war on us, after Pearl Harbor. It's good that we busted open concentration camps and put an end to it. Maybe the U.S. would have entered the war sooner if we had known exactly what was happening in the concentration camps. But you have to remember that we were turning away Jewish refugees at the time. Some of them managed to get out of Germany, and we did not allow all of them in. There were lots of countries turning them away at the time for the usual reasons that people turn away immigrants. Maybe they would have acted differently. I mean, maybe our country and others would have acted differently if we'd have known what was going on in the concentration camps. But World War II was not all about, let's go look at how horrible things they're doing to the Jews and let's stop it. It only happened, it was like, they're doing lousy things to the Jews, but that doesn't do nothing to us. And Jews coming here, no, you're not coming in our country. And then finally, we get attacked by Pearl Harbor. The Nazis declare war on us, and then we go, okay, now we're in it. So it's kind of revisionist history to imagine that World War II was a big humanitarian action. There were a lot of humanitarian opportunities that were missed leading up to the point where we joined the war. Okay, another question you said, do we just let buildings get bombed? I assume you're talking about 9/11. So which country did we attack to stop another 9/11? There's no proof that Iraq was involved in it. There isn't even proof that the Taliban knew about it or that they were protecting Al-Qaeda afterwards. The terrorists that you're thinking about are not necessarily attached to any countries. So we can launch invasions all over the globe against all kinds of countries without doing a damn bit of good to stop the real terrorists. It's like if you're at a shooting range and you make a bullseye but it's not on the paper target in front of you. It's on the target 2 spaces down your buddy is shooting at. You can't really brag about that. Yay, I hit the wrong thing, but I hit it really good. Okay, that's what we're doing in Afghanistan and Iraq. Yay, we smashed the hell out of them. It won't stop Al-Qaeda from their next strike, or other groups of pissed off people trying to get revenge after their family was bombed, but we hit sort of a bullseye somewhere.